Already. Like I said, we're keeping it fast here. We like fast around here. So we're going to move. Yes. So Kat can't grow to him that easily yet. He is back right now. He's going to do Spyro 1 normal 90%, or more specifically SRT 1 90%.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys touched on it in the last run, but it is very different. So you can get this in under 10 minutes. It's very different, and it's very funny to have these back to back to see. You could do it the way 2 Chains just did, or you could do it this way. So
yeah. If you want me to make estimate, I'm gonna have to do it this way though. Sorry.
All right. So I'm good when you are.
There. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm gonna be honest. I've been like trying to figure out how to explain this well for like 3 days, and I haven't figured it out yet. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna just say words, and hopefully the trick makes sense. The whole like they just said, this is any percent. If you were here for James's run, he did any percent no balloonist skip, and this run does use balloonist skip. So that's the funny trick that's gonna let us beat this game in hopefully like 7 or 8 minutes. The first, so like all the funny business happens in Peacekeepers. So the first half of the run is just getting all the dragons and artisans that we need to get over to Peacekeepers. Nothing too interesting happening here, just like running in straight lines. Yep, the Stonehill load. You guys get to experience it again. Like I said, we're just gonna get 10 dragons, so I'm just gonna jump into Stonehill. Almost already done with it. Gonna go over to Town Square and then we'll be off. So. Ooh. That was on the wrong menu. This game, the there's cursor memory in this game, so if you're on the wrong setting, like on the run before, then it can mess you up. Not a big deal though. The only interesting things that happen in Artisans are I already did it right at the start. It was Nestor skip. James waited until he was about to leave Artisans because it was just slightly faster to do it that way in no balloonist skip. But in this, you do it right away. So I was able to skip Nestor, and then the only other really thing of note here is again Fairy Proxy. You just watch James do it. I guess I'll start explaining it now because it's going to take that long. So in Peacekeepers, out of bounds, behind the balloonist, there is a little box, and when you go into it, it's a trigger that just gives you a level select for every homeworld. So it lets us just skip straight to Nasty. And the way we used to get to it was to do a wall glide that's not at all like any other wall glide in any Spyro game. Oh shit, whoops. You would kind of just jump into a corner and glide into it and hope you get stuck, and then you would slowly just rise up out of bounds. And that would take about a minute, and then you would do another minute of just almost completely blind movement to get over to it. And that was not fun in my opinion. It looked really cool, but it was really difficult. But now we have a different way that is, I think, also cooler. So if you saw right at the end of James's run, he did Coveless, and the way that works is by doing the fairy storage to be able to start the dragon cutscenes from a different place, and then you can get on the balloon, start the dragon cutscene, and then skip it, and that gives you control back, and then you can move around during the balloonist load right here. This trick's going to be doing the same idea, but it's also going to be looking a little weirder because we're going to be flying down into the void to hit a small box, and then I'm going to have to do some precise menuing so that the game doesn't break. And all we can do is hope. So I'm just going to get over to the balloonist. I'm going to kill this cannon guy just so he's not in the way. Normally you'd leave him and just hope you get this first try, but not always consistent. So just for safety. All right, now I'm gonna focus and try and get this.
Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro.
Up on, Spyro.
No, oh, I missed the box. Oh no. Yeah, I was worried about that. I've been practicing this for like the last 3 days, and I've been very consistent at it. But the physics when you're falling like that are very, very weird. It doesn't really look like it, but the game will like automatically flap for you. You fall at like a weird speed. You can't like glide sometimes. So it's kind of weird to hit, but it's fine. Just go and do it again.
Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro. Hi Spyro.
That is me flapping, but also it will flap for you on its own sometimes, which can throw you off. Alright. Okay. Now I gotta time this menu very carefully. That felt right. I can only hope. So, okay, Artisan's loaded in. That's a good sign. And then if it worked... Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna grab this dragon and then die. So if you see it says entering Nasty's world, so like I'm still auto loading screen technically. So I'm gonna die to like get us out of loading screen, and then I'm gonna pause and quit game and continue, and we're in North Nexus now. And also all the dragon heads are gone, and there's 2 dragons. All right. Yeah, I duped the dragon. My bad. So the reason we get that we get Delvin during that is funny enough, if you die and it puts you back at the start of Artisans, it will think that's the first time you're like going to Artisans, and it will play the opening cutscene again. But by freeing Delvin, it'll not play it again, so it just saves a little bit. Yeah, so you can get in the loot in this game without collecting everything. Yeah. And then Nasty Chase is exactly the same. Nothing very interesting in here, just gonna get the keys. Shoutouts to, I think it was Beta M who found that originally on console like a long time ago. And then 420 Chef, who pretty recently, is like 4 months ago now, I think, found a way to do the fairy storage on Switch because it was patched on PC on the port. And he found a way to do it on Switch, which also works on PC, so dropped the category down by like a minute. Or 2 minutes, actually. And that's time. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. That was time. I kind of forgot it was time with how short the run is. Yeah, that was it. That's all you do. That's the whole game.
Alright, like I said, we keep it speedy around here.
Alright.
I can't believe you went overestimate on 8-minute category, SMH.
I'm just sorry.
Alright, so that kind of does it for our SRT1 block a little bit here. If you notice, the schedule's kind of bouncing back and forth a lot this time around. We're trying to spread things out a little bit, so we're going to hop away from SRT now and go into kind of the miscellaneous category of it now. We very rarely get any Legend of Spyro submissions here, but we got one this time, so we have Epic Ness coming up in a few minutes with The Eternal Night. any percent NG+. So, we'll be right back in a few minutes with that. Stick around.